me see if I got this right. The National Mall, including the World War II Memorial, honoring those who gave their lives for us, is closed. Veterans who fought in that war and their families unable to gain access because of the government shutdown. But then, within days, after those vets had tried to gain access to the memorial, miraculously, the mall opens. Hello and welcome to Justice, a special Sunday edition of Justice. I'm Judge Jeanine Pirro. Thanks for being with us tonight. Now, this week, in spite of the government shutdown, in spite of refusing veterans and their families access to the National Mall, the Obama administration changes course, shows its true colors, and opens the mall. Not for American citizens, but for undocumented immigrants. Really? The Obama administration opened the mall so that undocumented immigrants, aka illegal aliens, could protest and demand amnesty for all 12 million of them. They want U.S. citizenship and all the benefits that go with it, and they want it now. And guess who one of the featured speakers at this protest was? No other than Her Royal Highness, Nancy Pelosi. And for their listening pleasure, the protest dubbed Camino Americano that was cleared by the Obama administration included a concert by the Mexican band Los Tigres del Norte. It's kind of interesting in this country that protesters like Occupy Wall Street get to do whatever they want, citing their hatred for those who have more than they have and bemoaning their own economic status. They take over parks from New York to California. Here in New York City, they disrupted traffic, frightened children on their way to school, and practically bankrupted local businesses. 2,600 of them arrested at a cost of $17 million in New York City police overtime alone, not to mention the cost to taxpayers for the cleanup itself. Now, the organizers of this week's Camino Americano rally said the National Mall was opened and they were given clearance based on their First Amendment rights. Really? You know, this seems like nothing more than blatant favoritism, preferential treatment by the Obama administration, and buying votes for the 2014 elections. You contrast that with a not-so-subliminal dislike for veterans and our military. You remember Benghazi and this week's refusal to even bury the young men and women killed in action, the disproportionate cutbacks to the military. Somehow, the military doesn't seem to matter. It's all about politics. The rest of us, nothing more than pawns in a political chess game. So we close the mall to Americans, keep the vets out, and open it up to those demanding a piece of the pie at our table who were never invited to dinner in the first place. And so we diss the families of those who gave their lives and reward those who broke the law to come here. Mine is not a commentary on illegal immigration. That's a whole other issue. What I'm talking about tonight is the disrespectful treatment of American citizens by an administration out of control that rolls out the red carpet for those we never invited in. The America that I'm watching is almost unrecognizable. Thank you, President Obama.